Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I've got company today. I am with Aristotle. Or, I don't know if you want to say your real name.
Or Emmett.
Or Emmett.
Yes.
And what did we just have to do right now to get water?
God, we had 300 steps down to this pipe that's barely spitting out water.
Yeah, actually, we've seen worse, right? This has got a little bit of a flow at least. There are some places where it's just been like a tiny trickle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But 300 steps, and it rained last night, so those rocks are wet.
Yes.
And there's lots of leaves, which makes it extremely...
We should have brought our trekking poles.
We should have brought our trekking poles.
Yes.
I'll see if you can see a little bit of the back of the steps now. It never really shows the steepness of anything, but trust us, 300 steps it was.
Yes, ma'am.
But we are grateful there is water, and now we're gonna take off today, and for the first time for all of us really, we're not going to a shelter to tent or to stay in a shelter, because the next shelter would be, how many miles did we say?
It's 18.
18? Yeah, well, it's way too much for us. So we looked at our app and identified the place where we can tent and where there is apparently some water. Always crucial that we have access to water. That is the plan for today. So welcome.
Wish us luck.
Wish us luck indeed. Very kind. See how many, why do you have so many? Explain why you have so many bottles that you're filling up.
I am giving everyone water.
Who's everyone?
My mother and my brother.
Yeah.
Yes, and water for myself. So I'm carrying about like 10 liters up back those 300 steps.
And then thank God though you have a nice little day pack. I was commenting on that. I'm thinking I should get one of those. In fact, my boyfriend Jacques, you have one of those, I think a red one, that packs into nothing. It's super light. Maybe you can bring it to me when you come over. That would be a good idea when you have to do water carry like that. That's a good, it's helpful for sure. So anyway, we will talk to you in a little bit. Good to see you guys. You are, little guy. Oh, there you go. You're moving. Oh yeah. Look at you. Oh. Should go back in the bush so nobody steps on you. Oh. It's about a little after 10:30. I ended up leaving camp around 9:30, and I left solo. We had talked last night, and up until now, hiking solo. I've left camp most of the time around 8, a few times at 9. Of course, yesterday we left late because it was raining, and it was noon really when we left. But last night we were talking amongst ourselves and trying to decide what time to leave. They said 10. I said I usually like to head out early at 8, but I don't expect all of you to do that. So we compromised for 9, but Andrea wasn't quite ready, and that's Hungry Bird. And in the end, Christina Sacaguglia, her name is, trail name, left a few minutes before me. Then I said to the boys, okay, I'm going to take off as well. And then the boys took off a little after me. They just passed me because they definitely can be faster. And Andrea was still fetching water when the boys left. So. We are all having a hike on your own, but we decided where we're going to meet. which is perfect. That's great. Whew. I've done about a mile, no, 2.5 miles already. The trail has been really beautiful the last couple of days. We were expecting the rocks of Pennsylvania to start any days, and so far we haven't seen them. No complaints whatsoever. This makes hiking much, much easier. We will know when we hit those, no doubt. Anyhow, I wanted to mention that last night we all decided to tent. It wasn't supposed to rain, but once we were all in our tent, there was another little bit of, not a storm, but it definitely rained for a little bit. But everybody was already in their tent. So there was no consequences. We're all very cozy in our tent. And then it stopped raining through the night. There was a little wind, and by the time we got up this morning there was sun, and all of our tents were nice and dry, and we were able to pack up easily, which is very welcome. And you can see the sun is shining now, which is lovely. Very happy with that. I wanted to mention that there's a water. Oh, Kinderview. Oh, Kinderview. We're gonna go to check the view. It looks like it's good. Let's see what that's like. Oh, and I see Sakajella is there. Hey, awesome. All right, I'll stop filming and come back. All right, this is a rattlesnake.
Yeah, rattlesnake.
Okay.
Hold on, don't you want to get it to rattle?
No. Don't upset him. His head is pointing this way, right?
Yeah. You can tell he's not looking to strike because he's not curled up.
Oh my goodness.
Very pretty.
That's good enough for me. What I was going to say earlier, as I saw Christina down there, was, and I guess Elliot and Emmett were also there. Hi. And there was a lot of excitement going down there, so I went and met them, and the excitement was due to the rattlesnake that was there. Oh boy. I have probably put the video already, so you saw it. The boys were definitely excited, and Christina and I were a little bit more shy-ish. Excited, but a bit of a scared at the same time, keeping our distance for sure. But it was really at a perfect location. It was sunning itself on a shelf. Where we stopped was a view. So there were multiple level of rocks to view. And this snake was just sitting on a shelf that was a little bit lower, but in full sun, obviously sunning itself. And having a great time, and was in a perfect spot for us to view and video and photograph, which is super awesome. But I think it heard our voices and didn't like it, and felt the need to rattle, which the boys thought was super cool, but we thought, well, best to keep our distance. I'm not sure how quickly they can travel and how far, but I felt that for some reason I think they could travel fast. If anybody knows that, please comment, let us know. Anyway, I took my video, my photo, and stepped away. But it was definitely cool to see what a beautiful animal. And you know, it rattles to protect itself, to warn you that he wants to be left alone. So that's what you need to do. But what a privilege to have seen it and not stepped on it and be bitten by it. Because if you are, they're quite dangerous, obviously. Anyhow, that was a bit of excitement for sure. We had a little bit of bite of snack and drinks, refuel, and we're back at it. I'm about halfway for the day. Trail again beautiful, a little bit of rock before, but really not too bad. And what I wanted to say when I realized I got to the view was last night was the first night I slept as well as I did, and I mentioned it to the Heffernan family, and they said, I said it's probably I'm getting used to it. 1, 2, I think I sleep better in my tent than I do. I'm like really shaking. I have to hold the phone a bit more steady. Sorry about that. I think 1, I'm sleeping better. 1, because I'm getting used to it, sleeping in the woods. 2, I think I sleep better in my tent. It's warmer. It just feels really safe. It's not open like in a bunk in the shelter. And thirdly, which is, can't neglect mentioning it, is I'm sleeping with, like last night, there was another 3 tents around me, and there's a sense of additional comfort and safety with having some other people next to you. So that's interesting. That was nice anyway. I appreciated that. All right, smells a little bit weird around here. What is that smell? Smells bad. Could be a bear. They smell usually, but it could be also cows down below, and the wind is carrying the smell of the poop or the cow manure. I don't know which it is. Let's hope it's the cow and not the bear. We did see a bear scat earlier today, so we know they're around, that's for sure. All right, that's it for now. More rocks coming, so need to pay attention. Whilst I'm going down, we're getting to a spring real soon where we're going to camel up, as well as fill up all our water bottles, because where we're going tenting, we're not certain there's going to be a water source. Well, there used to be one, but we don't know if it's dried out, so we're going to make sure we get some water there. But whilst it's going down and it's relatively flat, I wanted to update you on my foot blisters. Many of you have asked how my blisters are doing. I am happy to report that my blisters are doing fine. In fact, this morning I removed all the Lighterpack bandages that I had still left, and the skin under was perfect, healed over, hardened a little bit, which is, I guess, what happens. And yeah, today I'm walking with no Lighterpack bandages on any toes or foot or anywhere. It's a good outcome. I'm very happy. So I even got, I think I mentioned to you, but I got additional Lighterpack because even though I'm recovered from those blisters, that's not to say I'm not going to get some more. The Lighterpack and the little bit of gauze will work great for me, so I will make sure to carry both of those, and not so much the rest of the stuff that I had brought with me. I think I'll probably leave it in a hiker box at the next place we go to. The hiker box, if I haven't explained before, is a box that hikers leave things that they don't need anymore, and other hikers can always look in the box, and if they find something they want, they take it. So it's kind of an exchange box for hikers, which is a great idea. And there you have it. That is the update on the blisters, which is very positive. Very happy about that. It is difficult to walk when you have blisters. You do it anyway, but it's nice when you're free of them, for sure. Oh, fly in my eye. All right, so we just stopped for a break, a nice break, and it was to get our water, because the place we wanted to stay at didn't have water. But then it was only 2 o'clock, and we thought, such a beautiful day, maybe if everybody feels good, we could go further. And we discussed, and everybody voted, as there's 5 of us, and everybody was in favor of going further. So here we are. We had a lovely little fire, got some water, everybody ate something. I even have a cup of coffee. They had a cup of coffee and tea as well. And everybody's taken off at a different interval. Christine, the mum, is the first one out, and then followed by her older son, Emmett. And Elliot is back, still at the campsite. Well, not the campsite, but at the fire where we had lunch. And Andrea, we talked to her, and she took a long break somewhere on the track behind us, and so, but she says, yep, she was all good to go. So we'll all be arriving at camp at different time, but it's all good. There's plenty of daylight still, and it is a beautiful sunny day, so we are taking advantage of it, and it will make tomorrow shorter. Either we were doing a 10 miles today or tomorrow. As it turns out, today will be the 10 miler, and tomorrow will be just a little short of 8 to get to a shelter. Going good. A cup of coffee did the trick. A little snack. I had some Parmesan crisps, so protein, cracker, salty, all good. And refueled my little pouch. I put all my snack for the day in that pouch, and I had calculated enough to get to where we are, but being that we're going for another 4 miles, and we're going down now for a tiny bit, but after that pretty much the whole 4 mile is a climb. So, and it's not particularly cool down here. Maybe as we go up, the breeze, we'll feel the breeze. When we're up the ridge earlier today, you could definitely feel the breeze. Here, there's nothing in the valley. Don't know if you can hear this. There's some celebration in town. Some tambourine drums or something. I did meet a local earlier today, and he told me there was a celebration in town, in the local town, and I'm not even sure what the name of the town would be. But anyway, so that is the update, folks. We are continuing on. All is well. Okay, so here we are. We just had a break, a nice little fire. We had some lunch, and we're decided to do another 4 miles, right? Another 4 miles. We cross this main road, and we come across this amazing trail angel setup with all this food, and yes, you're the trail angel. So what's your name? And tell me why you're doing this.
Okay. My name is Melanie, and I do this because I one day want to through hike the trail, but right now I section hike, I do day hikes, and I love my stinky hikers. So this is my way to connect with them and just give back and make them feel loved.
Thank you so much. We so appreciate you. You have no idea. This is so kind.
Oh,
You
you're
make me
welcome.
cry. You know what? I said I had dietary restriction, as you guys know, and I said I saw oranges. So I said I'll just have an orange, and she says, "What's your dietary restriction?" And I said, "Well, I'm celiac, gluten-free." And she says, "I have one gluten-free bun left." And literally, she made me cry. That is so kind. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for
You're
doing that for all the
welcome.
hikers.
You're
That's really
welcome.
kind. Very cool. A third of the way up. The trail is very gradually inclined, so it's nice. Just wanted to say again how kind those trail angels are. Christine, the mom of the two boys, talked to Melanie, and who's kind of running the trail angel, and asked if she could give her money, and she said no. She was so generous, and she said she hopes to hike one day, but she says no, just pay it forward, which means be kind to someone else. It's so beautiful. It's very nice. Rosy cheeks.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you, on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car,